What's good, y'all? It's your girl Love, and this is Astrology with Love. This channel is all things astrology. I do call it Astrology with Love, but I really didn't even want to put a title to it because I have so many different interests. My mind is everywhere. I am extremely mutable. When I was born, the sun was in Virgo, the moon Virgo, and Sagittarius rising. So, if you look at astrology and you look at the different modalities, we have mutable, cardinal, and fixed. And a lot of the energies that were present when I was born are in the mutable category. And I think when we think mutable, we usually think Gemini first, right? That's the twins. Um, but sometimes we fail to recognize that, well, at least in Hellenistic astrology, traditional astrology, that, all the mutable zodiac signs were also deemed to be double bodied. So, not just Gemini, but also Virgo, Pisces, and Sagittarius as well. And for me, like I said, I've got all that Virgo and Sagittarius, and I have some more Virgo in my chart. And my North Node is Sag, a lot of fortune is Sag. um, and my Mars is in Gemini. So, oh my God, what an intro. This is who I am. There is just a lot of energy happening within me. And I feel like a lot of the times I just didn't really understand, how to harness all that is happening, and feels like I'm going crazy sometimes, but I'm loving it. I'm 32 now, and I feel like I'm at a stage where I can really just embody and accept who I am, and that alone helps me um, regulate these energies, and then I'm able to be productive. I'm able to use them in ways that feel like a superpower. So, anyways, all that being said, I really, really wanted to do this video because of what's happening in the music culture right now. And Kendrick Lamar is what I'm talking about. I've been a Kendrick Lamar fan for a long time, that's for sure. Um, but I remember the first time I heard him, his stuff was in 2011. My boyfriend at the time had like amazing taste in music, and Kendrick was one of his favorites. But I used to mock him all the time because he listened to, a Good Kid, Mad City, and some Section 80 shit too. And like Kendrick was just so different. It took me a while to get into him. But you know what? This is what I've noticed. A lot of musicians, artists, or even people who are now close friends to me, when I first met them or when I was first introduced to their art, it is just like there's something in me that's like, you know what I mean? Like almost like a triggering that I don't know how to deal with. Uh, and usually when I have that feeling, I know, oh, you're probably going to be in my life for a long time. And it's not even a bad thing, right? It's just that, like, it's such a weird feeling. Anyways, if someone else feels like that too when they meet people and they end up loving them, but initially it doesn't feel that way, let me know in the comments so I know I'm not alone. But yeah, Kendrick, I was just like, what is this? But ever since then, I honestly have been a fan. His shit is so good. So it brings me to 2024. All that shit happened with Like That coming out with Metro and Future in them and all that. It really it was interesting to me because all that shit that happened, I believe, in May, or it was Taurus season, I believe, of 2024. And that was when Pluto was going into Aquarius, or was in Aquarius. It has since gone retrograde just to 29 degrees of Capricorn. But like Pluto symbolizing a huge transformation and like a death change. I don't know. Maybe this is far fetched, but my ever stimulated mind was like thinking about Kendrick's message through this all. Like, we can get caught up in the music and how good it is because, like, Kendrick's shit is great. And let me add to this that I am also, or I was a Drake fan, you know? Drake just has like that fuckboy music, that music where it's just like, it puts you in this like low vibrations. But this is the thing is that like, that music is necessary because I think with whichever frequency you are in, you shouldn't be denied music. And like when I'm going through some shitty dating experiences and like it just ain't it, I throw on that Drake and here I am. But Kendrick wasn't beefing with that. He doesn't have an issue with that. It's just the point of Drake feeling himself so much that he feels like he is um the greatest rapper alive or who's ever done it. His ego was just simply too inflated when you think about it. Like for me, and I be knowing Drake shit. Like I don't even want to say this like I'm like Drake this, but like nothing was the same. Take Care, even that joint on Take Care that he has with Kendrick on there. I love that song, and like I just it is what it is. Even that mixtape, some not Summer 16. I didn't like Summer 16. I didn't like his newer shit, but if you're reading this, it's too late. That mixtape. I love that shit. But at the same time, Drake and Kendrick to me have always been different. Drake, again, is just for like when I'm really in those low vibrations. And so Kendrick, it seems that not that he doesn't have music like that, but you can see Kendrick's growth throughout. You can see through his albums like Good Kid, Mad City, and Mr. Morale, bruh, talking sometimes. It is what it is. Mr. Morale and Good Kid, Mad City are not the same, right? There's so much growth. Damn was like so good. Pride, that song on there. Oh my God. I don't want to trail too much into that. But Kendrick and Drake, I've listened to both of them so much. Two different artists. Drake is a pop star to me, and I've always seen him as a pop star. I've never seen Drake as like a rapper. So I understand where Kendrick is coming from. I understand where it's just like you have like you're not who you say you are. And that's really what I want to get to. This if you're like, holy shit, this video's just got too much going on. Really what I'm trying to say is Kendrick is like, Drake, you are not who you say you are. And that to me, as an astrologer, I was like, holy shit, this is some Pluto in Aquarius shit. This is some retrograde shit. Remember with retrogrades, we want to remember that retrogrades we are reviewing. We are reevaluating, reassessing what is going on and what's been said. And you put Aquarius in the mix, you are looking at authenticity. You are looking at how you are showing up for your community, how you're showing up for the collective. What are you putting out? How will that improve the future? Are you really who you say you are? Oh, shit. And that's on everything. So, like I said, as an astrologer, these things are going through my head. And I'm like, for me, in this like hip hop community, the rap community, the music community, whatever, this is huge because somebody had to do it. And who better to do it than the Gemini himself? Kendrick Lamar. We love to see it. Kendrick also has a Pisces moon and his Mercury is in Cancer, which I love. Like, you know, that like ooh, the way he be rapping so smooth and so quiet and shit. He's a Gemini, which is loud and like creative and like just gonna express, so good at expressing. You take that energy and you combine it with the smoothness of Cancer, that musicality that he has, that duality that he can go from throughout his songs, where he's going from that soft singing to the rapping to the different voices, right? That double bodied energy of Gemini, but also the double body energy of his Pisces moon. It is just, to me, it is absolutely beautiful. And it's really cool to experience and watch. So, again, that being said, you have Pluto in Aquarius, like, in, Pluto in Aquarius is really, it's begging us to be authentic. It is showing us the amount of transformation, Pluto, that can come through this authenticity. So again, like Kendrick saying, calling him out in such a big way is crazy. And he just dropped a song. I'm This is now Virgo season of 2024. We're in September, and it's like he just dropped a song on his Instagram. And again, with these these lyrics that are forcing us to look in the mirror and ask ourselves, are you being your authentic self? Are you really moving in through true authenticity? Like, those lyrics are crazy, man. I kept like, and he just released it on his Instagram, so it's not on Spotify, it's on nothing. I got my Instagram. I've never been on Instagram so much, just listening to the same thing over and over again. um but the way he calls out the way people move, like people who move a certain way just to get something from somebody else. Obviously, I'm paraphrasing here, but like, are you just smiling and being nice to that person because you want something out of them? That's not true authenticity. And that's like, even in the other songs, that's some shit he was calling Drake out for, and what he promotes. You say you love you say you love this type of people, but do you really though? And I think we can really all take something from this. This is big when we say Kendrick Lamar and we say Drake, these big names, whatever. But for us in our own community, within our own friendships, because Aquarius is also a lot to do with friendships. And then it's dipping back into Capricorn because Pluto is at 29 degrees of Capricorn right now. But that too is just like authority, government. We see so much around the world with people questioning, what's happening within these structures. That's Capricorn. But when it goes, I believe it goes direct in October, and then it will be at 0 degrees in November. And then from November on to the next 20 years, we will have a solid Pluto in Aquarius. So I think that this is just the beginning of really people being called out on their authenticity in particular. Like, again, we see this with big names like Drake, but I'm sure if you stop and take a look around within your friendships, community, whatever, if it's not happening to you, it might be happening to someone you know. So, what can we do with all of this information? Check yourself. Check yourself. Right now, we're in Virgo season as I release this. So, I mean, we are being given the opportunity to really judge ourselves and take a look at the actions that we put out, how we are showing up for ourselves and how we're showing up for others. those kind of things are very transparent in Virgo season. So that's a big thing. Um, it's never too late to start, you know, and it all starts from within. You don't want to be that nigga showing up like Drake. You don't want to be a Drake nigga right now where you're just like not really, you talking a whole lot of shit but you can't back it up. You know, you go to this person, you go to that person to up your clout, to make you feel better, to get this, to get that attention, you know. But be who you are. I mean, there's so much strength in just being who you are. Like, and I think we can really, really all learn something from this. But honestly, I just wanted to hop on here and be like, is there anyone else who has been thinking this? Like, how crazy is this that all this beef? I mean, other things are happening astrologically too that can definitely um, contribute to this. But the fact alone that Pluto, this huge planet of transformation, and just like Pluto fucks shit up. That's a tower card. Like, that is like, let's come in and fuck shit up. And tell me that's not what Kendrick did. Tell me that's not what he did. That's what he did. Like, 100%. So, like, him doing that specifically, questioning and, you know, not questioning, but calling out Drake on his authenticity is so Pluto and Aquarius. And the retrograde, oh, tell me something else. Anyways, that's all for today. We'll see what else is going on in my crazy mind. Some things that are happening that you may not even think are related to astrology, but they just might be. So we'll see y'all next time with another topic. Much love to y'all, and let's all operate in authenticity and love. Peace.